Today we're doing daily pelvic floor exercises for pregnancy. When done consistently, these exercises will help prevent leaking when you sneeze or jump, especially towards the end of pregnancy. We are going to help prepare your pelvic floor for your upcoming birth and help you get ready for the fastest recovery after. The exercises by themselves are going to help activate your pelvic floor and has shown to be more effective than just Kegels. However, if you are practicing Kegels and you wanted to add a Kegel or a pelvic floor contraction to each movement, I will guide you through that as well. However, if you are in the last few weeks of pregnancy and you just want to focus on releasing and relaxing your pelvic floor, because it is not your pelvic floor that is going to push out your baby. Your pelvic floor just has to open up and get out of the way, and your uterus and core are going to do all the work. In that case, you're not going to add a pelvic floor contraction to the moves. Let's start by practicing our diaphragmatic or 360 breath. We're going to inhale into your ribs 360 degrees around, especially focusing on your side and back ribs, keeping your shoulders relaxed. This way you can get a good deep inhale when there's not a lot of space in there. And then on an exhale, pull your baby in, releasing out. Good. Big inhale. And optional, we can add a pelvic floor contraction, imagining a blueberry at the opening of your vagina, and exhale, lifting it in and up, pulling your baby in. Good. Release. Big inhale. Let's come onto our knees. If your knees are sensitive, you can add a little blanket or fold up a mat underneath your knees. We're going to do a kneeling squat. So on an inhale, we're going to come down, and then on an exhale, again, pull in your baby, optional pelvic floor lift as you engage to come up. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, focusing on your core, pelvic floor. Good. Keep moving with your breath. Fully relaxing your pelvic floor at the bottom. Let's do one more here. Good. Let's bring one knee up in front of us, and you can tuck your back toe. And this time on our exhale, when you pull your baby in, optional pelvic floor lift, we're going to lift your back knee off. Or if that's too much for you, we're just going to practice our core, pelvic floor, and you're going to dig your knee into the ground on your exhale. So let's take a big inhale to start. And then exhale, lift or dig your knee in. Release, inhale. Moving with your own breath. One more. Good, let's switch to the other side. Tucking your back toe, big inhale. Filling your lungs, exhale, lift or dig your knee in. Last one. Good, fully release. Let's come onto all fours now, and we'll move into bear hover, or again, if it's too much, you can just dig your knees in and do your core and pelvic floor work. So if you're lifting off, big inhale, keeping your shoulders rolled down your back. Exhale, pulling your baby in. lift. Good. Releasing, big inhale. Continuing with your breath. Let's do one more. Good. Let's walk forward into puppy pose. This is great for getting your baby into an optimal fetal position. Releasing through your pelvic floor. Feeling lifted through your mid-back, not dumping into your back at all. Steady breaths. Good. You can bring your head up slightly. Let's walk our hands in a little bit, taking your knees wide. You can sit back on your heels and relax into a wide child's pose. This is excellent for releasing your pelvic floor. Good. Let's walk our hands in, and from here we're going to move into a modified plank, or you can be laying right on your side if that's more comfortable for you. So we're going to line our elbow, hips, and knees up, or you can be down here and lifting your leg for the modification. So we're going to dip our hip down, lift your leg up as you exhale, engage your core, optional pelvic floor. So dip, exhale, lift, inhale at the bottom. Good. Beautiful. Let's come all the way down onto our side. If you're up in your side plank, we can have your bottom leg bent. Let's stack our hips. And on an exhale now, we're going to bring our knee up. And you can put gentle pressure down with your hand as you pull your baby in, option to activate your pelvic floor. Good. And then we'll inhale, extend. Exhale. Press. One more. Good. Let's bring that top leg over. We can lengthen out our bottom leg, and let's lift up and do tiny circles here to strengthen our adductors, an important part of our pelvic floor. Beautiful. Let's go the other way. Good. Release down. We can use your arms to push yourself back up. Let's grab a quick sip of water. We can set up for our side plank on the other side or laying right down on the ground. Taking a minute to align shoulders, hips, and knees. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Good. Bringing your focus back to your core and pelvic floor. Beautiful. Release all the way down. Stacking hips, and you can pull your baby in a little bit. We're going to extend. Big inhale, exhale, knee press. Last one. Releasing your top foot in front. Let's lengthen out our bottom leg. Lifting in small circles. Let's go the other way. Good, releasing down. We can press back up to a seated position. Let's take our legs wide apart. It doesn't matter how far they go, just a gentle stretch here. And if you wanted to sit on a pillow, you can. Let's stretch side to side. Releasing through your pelvic floor. Good, we can bring the soles of our feet together. Let's sit tall and fold forward. Deep breaths, really releasing through your pelvic floor. Option to move into a deep squat here, or feel free to stay in butterfly wherever you feel the most comfortable and the most pelvic floor release. If you're tilting forward or you're in your deep squat, you can come up, or if you're in your squat, stand up to come out. If you weren't exactly sure that you were doing your pelvic floor contraction in the most effective way, I have another video here on exactly how to do pelvic floor contractions during pregnancy. I also have a guide on how to prepare your pelvic floor for birth and recovery I will link to below as well. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.